Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for April 22nd. April 22nd is the 112th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 113th in leap years, with 253 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is Croesus. Croesus is a noun that means a very wealthy person. This word is named after a king who lived from 595 to 546 BC. He was the last king of Lydia, known for his great wealth. Earliest documented use of the word Croesus in this context is 1390. I'd like to take a moment to mention that links to my research are included in the show notes. Ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Stay to the end for those outtakes and let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Remember that you can share this video with others with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. Now, before we get started in the day's events of April 22nd throughout history, I want to tell you that I'm recording this at 7:21 p.m. Central Time. Having spent most of my life in Oklahoma, I keep up with Oklahoma news, and I can tell you that it's been a crazy weather day for those folks up there today. Thunderstorms and tornadoes, several tornado warnings this afternoon. That weather pattern is moving east now, so everybody in the path of today's weather, I extend my best wishes and hope for your safety. Stay safe in the path of the weather that we get in the springtime. And with that, we're going to start with the year 1518, when Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés established a settlement at Veracruz, Mexico on April 22nd, 1519. This is the birthday of Vladimir Lenin, born April 22nd, 1870. He died at age 53 from a stroke. Speaking of Oklahoma, by the way, the Oklahoma Land Run, April 22nd, 1889. At noon, thousands rushed to claim land in the rush of 1889. Within hours, the cities of Oklahoma City and Guthrie were formed with populations of at least 10,000. By the way, there's a book called Born Grown that describes this phenomenon, Oklahoma City and Guthrie springing up overnight. I have this book somewhere in my collection of books in storage. It is a good book, though. There's a link in the description if you're curious. During World War II, on April 22nd, 1915, German forces introduced poison gas, firing 150 tons of lethal chlorine gas on French troops. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, guitarist, and actor Glen Campbell, born April 22nd, 1936. He lived to the age of 81. Jack Nicholson was born on April 22nd, 1937. Still alive, he turns 83 in 2020. On April 22nd, 1945, Adolf Hitler learned from one of his generals that no German defense was offered to the Russian assault at Eberswald. Upon hearing this, he admitted to everyone in his underground bunker that the war was lost and that suicide was his only recourse. Earth Day was celebrated for the very first time on April 22nd, 1970. Optical fiber was used to carry live telephone traffic for the first time on April 22nd, 1977. The Blues Brothers made their world premiere on Saturday Night Live on April 22nd, 1978. I'll put a link in the show notes for you. And mercy, we were all much younger then. Former President Nixon died on April 22nd, 1994. He was 81. American journalist and author Erma Bombeck passed away on April 22nd, 1996. She was 69. And that's all I have for you today. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. We're getting close to 100. Feel free to share if you found this interesting or informative or entertaining in any way. Check out my other channel, 8 Susquehanna. There's a link in the show notes to that also. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. signed the it's a mouthful. Did I really just do that whole thing and not record it? Oh boy, okay. I think I already said that. Well, that's not good. Thank goodness for editing. We'll start from the beginning. And we'll probably leave that part out. I don't know how all that's gonna go together, or if it's even gonna make it to the video. We'll just see. That's not gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna cut those out. That'll all be laying on the cutting room floor. So I'll just do that whole thing over. That might not make it into the video, we'll see. Changing it up.